What can we offer? We can offer you more holistic version of the universe and of life, constructive interactions, the experience of fair and fraternal relationships, liberating technical knowledge, eradication of suffering, controlled exercise of individual powers, the access to new forms of energy, and finally, a better comprehension of consciousness. We can not help you overcome your individual and collective fears, or bring you laws that you would not have chosen. Work on your own selves, individual and collective effort, to build the world you desire, the spirit of quest to new skies. What would we receive should you decide that such a contact takes place? We would rejoice over the safeguarding of fraternal equilibrium in this region of the universe, fruitful diplomatic exchanges, and the intense joy of knowing that you are united to accomplish what you are capable of. The feeling of joy is strongly sought in the universe, for its energy is divine. What is the question we ask you? Do you wish that we show up? Do you wish that we show up? How can you answer this question? The truth of soul can be read by telepathy. You only need to clearly ask yourself this question and give your answer as clearly, on your own or in a group as you wish. Being in the heart of a city or in the middle of a desert does not impact the efficiency of your answer, yes or no, immediately after asking the question. Just do it as if you were speaking to yourself, but thinking about the message. This is a universal question, and these mere few words, put in their context, have a powerful meaning. You should not let hesitation in the way. This is why you should calmly think about it in all conscience. In order to perfectly associate your answer with the question, it is recommended that you answer right after another reading of this message. Do not rush to answer. Breathe and let the power of your own free will penetrate you. Be proud of who you are. The problems that you may have weaken you. Forget about them for a few minutes to be yourselves. Feel the force that springs up in you. You are in control of yourself. A single thought, a single answer, can drastically change your near future in one way as in another. Your individual decision of asking in your inner self that we show up on your material plane and in broad daylight is precious and essential to us. Even though you can choose the way that best suits you, rituals are essentially useless. A sincere request made with your heart and your own will always be perceived by those of us whom it is sent to. What is the lever effect? This decision should be made by the greatest number among you, even though it might seem like a minority. It is recommended to spread this message in all envisageable fashions, in as many languages as possible, to those around you, whether or not they seem receptive to this new vision of the future. Do it using in a humorous tone, or derision, if that can help you. You can even openly and publicly make fun of it, if it makes you feel more comfortable, but do not be indifferent, for at least you will have exercised your free will. Forget about the false prophets and the beliefs that you have been transmitted to you about us. This request is one of the most intimate that can be asked of you. Making a decision by yourself as an individual is your right, as well as your responsibility. Passivity only leads to the absence of freedom. Similarly, indecision is never efficient. If you really want to cling to your beliefs, which is something that we understand, then say no. If you don't know what to choose, do not say yes because of mere curiosity. This is not a show. This is real, daily life. We are alive and living. Your history has plenty of episodes when determined men and women were able to influence the thread of events in spite of their small number. Just like a small number is enough to take temporal power on earth and influence the future of the majority, a small number of you can radically change your fate as an answer to the impotence in the face of so much inertia and hurdles. You can ease the mankind's birth to brotherhood. One of your thinkers once said, "Give me a handhold and I'll raise the earth." Spreading this message will then be the handhold to strengthen. We will be the light years long lever. You will be the craftsman to raise the earth as a consequence of our appearance. What would be the consequence of a positive appearance? For us, the immediate consequence of a collective favourable decision would be the materialization of many ships in your sky and on earth. For you, the direct effect would be the rapid abandoning of many certitudes and beliefs. A simple, conclusive, visual contact would have huge repercussions on your future. Much knowledge would be modified forever. The organisms of your societies would be deeply upheaved forever in all fields of activity. Power would become individual because you would see for yourself that we are living. Concretely, you would change the scale of your values. The most important thing for us is that humankind would form a single family in front of this unknown we would represent. Danger would slowly melt away from your homes because you would indirectly force the undesirable ones, those we name the third party, to show up and vanish. You would all bear the same name and share the same roots. Mankind. Later on, peaceful and respectful exchanges would be thus possible, if such is your wish. For now, he who is hungry cannot smile. He who is fearful cannot welcome us. We are sad to see men, women and children suffering to such a degree in their flesh and in their hearts when they bear such an inner light. This light can be your future. Our relationships could be progressive. Several stages of several years or decades would occur. Demonstrative appearance of our ships, physical appearance beside human beings, collaboration in your technical and spiritual evolution, discovery of parts of the galaxy. New choices would be offered to you. You would then decide by yourself to cross new stages if you think it is necessary to your external and inner well-being. Would be decided upon unilaterally. We would leave as soon as you would collectively wish that we do. Upon the speed to spread the message across the world, weeks or even several months will be necessary before our great appearance. If such is the decision made by the majority of those who will have used their capacity to choose,